Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I am the creator behind Lily Rose Craft Room. Today we're diving into something I know you're gonna love, especially if you're getting ready for the back to school season. I've got the xTool Apparel Printer here and I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to print on a shirt, a pencil pouch, and a piece of wood to create those unique personalized items that stand out. This machine right here, the xTool Apparel Printer, is seriously a game changer. It prints, it cuts, it powders, and it even bakes for you. Basically, you just hit print and you let it do its thing and it does it all for you. And while that's working, you can go on to the next project or pack some orders, do whatever you need to do because this does it all for you. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, tap the notifications bell so you guys don't miss on any new videos. All right, let's get started. So this is the xTool Apparel Printer. It is designed for direct to film printing. And what makes the xTool Apparel Printer stand out is how compact it is. I have it right here in the corner of my room, but I've seen some other printers that you have the printer and you have the huge shaker oven. This right here is the shaker oven and the printer is sitting right on top of it. So all it has to do is print it, it cuts it, and it feeds it through, and then it spits it out right here at the bottom. So overall, this whole thing is very compact and it could just fit in the corner of your room. It supports different materials like cotton, polyester, denim, canvas, and even nylon. And I heard that it could also print on wood or press on wood, so that we're gonna try out today. The xTool Apparel Printer also has an automatic ink circulation and cleaning built right into the machine. So you don't have to worry about any clogs. It's basically plug in and play. All right, next, let's go to the computer because I wanna show you how easy the software is to use. Literally, you just upload the picture and hit print. Seriously, it's that easy. So let's go on to the computer and let me show you how it works. So this right here is a canvas for the xTool Apparel Printer. So this right here is where you're going to be uploading your images. So right here, you can see that I have my automatic shaker oven connected. And then right here, I have my air purifier also connected. So if you don't have the air purifier, you're going to want to vent the hose out the window so you can vent it out. So this right here is pretty simple. All you have to do to bring in your images, you're just going to select this image right here. And I'm going to bring in all three of them. I have the pencil pouch, the t-shirt, and the piece of wood. So we're going to bring them all in together. So this one right here is going to be the piece of wood, and I'm going to bring it in as a PNG file. You can also bring in SVGs, and there's also a list of other files that you can bring in. I have the PNG, so this is what we're going to be using. And it uploads very fast, so I'm just going to zoom out so we can size it. So I'm going to use the crop feature right here. And I'm just going to crop it in, that way I get the measurements right. So I'm going to bring it in as close as possible. I think that's good. And then we're going to hit save. And here is our cropped version. And I'm just gonna resize it to 6 inches high because that is the size of our piece of wood. And I actually think that's gonna be a little bit too wide. So let's make it a 5.5 inch. All right, that should be good. All right, next we're going to bring in, let's do the pencil pouch. All right, so same with this one, we're going to use the crop feature. And I'm just going to crop it in a little bit. And you might not have to do this with yours. This is just the way my designs came in because the canvas was too large on the way it was designed. So I'm just going to bring it in a little bit. That way we have accurate measuring, or else it's going to size it according to like how big that little canvas is. So after we're done with that, we're going to hit save. And it's right there. And the size for our pencil pouch is about 7 inches wide. So we're going to do 7 inch on the width. And actually that's a little bit too high for the height because it's a 5 inch height. So let's just do 5 inches on the height and it will bring it as a 5.7 in width. So that's okay. And I do want to put a name. So we're just going to go right here to the plus to zoom in. That we can see better. And I'm going to select this T right here for the text. And right here, I'm just going to type in a name. Let's put Giselle. All right, so right now, if we look at her name, it's just the outline. So we're gonna go right here on fill, because currently it's set at stroke. We're gonna select fill, and we're gonna click no fill, and it's gonna reverse that. So I'm gonna keep it black for now. We might change it in a little bit, but for now, let's choose a font. So next we're gonna go right here where it says Lotto, that is that current font. And we're just going to see which one looks cute. Oh, I like this one right here with the heart. We're gonna do that one. So I'm just gonna go up right here and try to center it. And just play with the size a little bit. I think that's good, but I think I wanna make it a different color. So we're gonna select a fill again. And let me just play around with the color, see which one I like. I think I like that one. It kind of looks like the same as the eraser, but I want it the exact same color as the eraser, I think. So I'm gonna select this little dropper. And when I select that, I can choose any color right here on the canvas that I want. Even like over here, I can choose whatever color. So let me try this exact pink. And I had another idea. What about this teal? Where is the teal? Nope, I like it pink. So we're gonna go with that pink color, just like that. Perfect. All right, and I'm going to highlight these together and then I'm going to group them. That way, if I select it and move it, it doesn't move. All right, now that these are done, I'm gonna zoom out and then we're going to bring in our t-shirt design. So we're gonna go back here, image, this is the design. Here it is, this cute design. So again, I'm gonna crop it, that way I get the right measurements. And the size that I need for this one is gonna be a 10 by 10. So I'm just gonna hit 10 on the width and it'll automatically change the height for me. So this is what we are going to do. We're gonna print all of them in one page. And one more thing that I like to do is I like to go right here on adjust and I like to change the white ink reduction. So what this is, it shrinks the white area to prevent white ink from bleeding. So it brings in the edges just a little bit, that way there's no white showing when you print. So I have mine preset. If I select right here, user defined, I have mine named choke in, and the white ink reduction is at a 0.2. And I only do this for colored prints. I don't do it when it's just a white print because I don't need white ink reduction with a white print. I only do it when it's colored. So if you'd like to make your own setting, you would just go on user define, set it to a 0.2 like how this one is. And then you would select this little save button, name your setting. I named mine choke in, and then I just saved it. So that is mine right here, choke in. And then before I start doing any prints, I like to do a print check first, just to make sure all the nozzles are good before I do the real print. So let's hold off right here. Let's go over to the printer and let me show you how to do a test print before I do the real print. All right, so before I start any printing, when I turn on my printer, it turns on and then it usually does an automatic cleaning. So I have to wait 1 minute for it to do its cleaning. And this is what it sounds like. I don't know how loud you can hear it, but it's not too loud. My room is pretty small, so it's a little bit louder in here, but overall it's not that bad. So let's wait for the cleaning to finish, and then I'll show you how to do the test print before I start like the official print. All right, now that the cleaning is complete, what I do is I go right here on maintenance and I just start up the print test image. And then I just wait for it to do its thing. And it prints it and then it cuts it for me. So before I open it, I have to wait for it to finish cutting and then I'll get the strip out. All right, here is our test print. It came out good. And if it doesn't come out good for some reason, all you have to do is go in here, confirm this, and then just do a cleaning and then do another test print. Only if your initial test print doesn't come out good. So now that everything is good, let's go back on the software and hit print. All right, so back to the software. All we have to do is hit this button right here that says print. And then the cool thing about the xTool Apparel Printer, the software, you can click right here where it says calculate, and you can calculate the estimated cost. And it also gives you an estimated print time. So this whole entire sheet is gonna take 3 minutes and 34 seconds to print. And that is just the printing time. It still has to go through the oven, so that's gonna take an additional, probably like 5 minutes to cure inside the oven. And the total cost that this whole entire sheet is gonna be, it's gonna cost 88 cents. So it tells you the color is gonna do 0.47 milliliters, the white is gonna be 2.76, and then how much of the film roll, and that's gonna give you an estimate of 88 cents for this whole entire print. So now that we have that, you can either hit right here, print, but what I like to do, because I have very, very slow Wi-Fi, I click this down button right here and I upload before print. So what this does, it fully uploads the image to the device, to the xTool printer first, and once it has the whole entire file, it starts to print. So I like to upload the whole entire print before it starts to print. So this is what I do. So I'm gonna click that, and then you can see right here the progress of sending the file. So once it goes all the way to 100, it'll start to print. If you guys have the xTool printer and you are experiencing like lagginess and pausing during the print, I really suggest you upload before you start the print, just like how I'm doing right now. All right, now it's fully sent and we can see the progress right here, and it's starting to print. And there it is, laying the white very beautifully. And I will show you after, I'm not sure if you can really see it right now, but you can see the choke of it, how we brought in the white. So you can see a little bit border of the color, and that's how we want it, because when you are pressing on like a darker color shirt, you don't want to have any of the white outlines. And then it's coming in through the shaker oven. It has a little conveyor belt that's dropping the powder in, and then it's slowly dropping it inside. And then it has like these little paddles that just like shake the film so all that powder can come off. But everything is looking really good. And I really love how just compact it is, because like I said, I could just put it right here in the corner of my room. And I've seen some printers that are just huge. There's a huge printer and then there's a huge oven. So having this that's like so compact is just a huge plus. And then now it's done. So it's gonna feed it through a little bit more, and then it's gonna cut it for me. Everything automatic. And there it goes. Slices it and brings the rest down. And you can see the little paddles, like how I said, it shakes off that powder, the excessive powder. And that's pretty much it for what we can see. Then it's gonna go travel in the oven. And then when it's done, it just spits it out right here. So that whole process probably takes about 5 minutes. And once it's coming out, we'll come back to it. So here it is coming out of the oven. It's just flapping with the wind. And it's all done. How cool. So let's put it on the table and then we can take a look at it. Here's a close-up of the prints. It looks really good. The quality is amazing. The colors are really vibrant as well. So this one is going to be for the shirt, the piece of wood, and then the pencil pouch. I did want to show you a little close-up of the back as well, so you can see that everything looks cured super, super good. There is no powder left behind or anything warping. It looks amazing. And then also too, what I wanted to show you was how we did the white ink reduction, where we choked it in a little bit, and you can see like a tiny bit of like the colored right there. And that is what we want when we're pressing on like shirts or whatever, because we don't want the white to bleed over, because then it's just not going to look professional. So we want the white just choked in a tad. So that is why we did that. All right, so I did pre-press this shirt just to get out any moisture that is in the shirt. So I pressed it at 320 degrees for 15 seconds. So now we're going to lay on the film. So I'm going to put it about right there. Just double check it, make sure everything looks straight. And then I do have some heat resistant tape that I'm gonna tape on just to make sure that the design doesn't move when we transfer it to our heat press. Just gonna put one on each corner. And then before I press that, I'm also gonna prep the other one. And then here I have a little pencil pouch. So I'm just gonna lint roll that just a little bit. And then we are going to use this one with the pencil pouch. So I'm just gonna place it in the middle. Use our heat resistant tape to tape down each corner, so when we press it or transfer it to the heat press, it doesn't move. Next, we're gonna be pressing on the piece of wood. I have never pressed on a piece of wood before. This is gonna be my first time, so we'll see how it works. I've been told that it does press on wood, so we are here to test that out. All right, so I'm just gonna put it on, make sure it's straight. Okay, that looks good to me. And then next, we are just going to, again, attach it with the heat resistant tape. We'll just hang it over and tuck it in the back. Just like that. All right, now we have all our stuff prepped, and let's go over to the heat press. All right, I have my heat press right here. I have it set for 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 seconds with heavy pressure. All right, I have it on, and then I like to use a piece of Teflon sheet to protect the print and the machine. So I'm just gonna push it in. It automatically goes down. We're just gonna wait the 30 seconds, and then we're gonna take it out. All right, now that that is done, it's very hot, so you gotta be careful. So I'm just gonna lay this on the table, and then we're gonna do the next one, and we're gonna fully let this cool down before we peel it off. All right, next we have the pencil pouch, and I was thinking right here, since the zipper is a little bit raised more than this is, it might affect the pressure. So what I'm gonna do is just like hang it on the side, making sure that this zipper right here is not on the bed. I can also use like the mini press to just press it right here. I have like a hand press, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let the zipper like hang right here. And this spot right here is still under the heat press. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use a little piece of Teflon sheet, and we're just gonna press it in for 30 seconds, 320 degrees. All right, now we're gonna take it out and then just let it cool off on the table. Next, we are going to do the piece of wood. So wood I've never done before, but I heard it can be done. So let's try it out. Gonna put that there. Same time and same pressure. All right, now that is done. Let's take it out. Let's move it on to the, it's hot. Let's put it on the table, let it cool down, and then we're gonna peel it off all together. All right, now for the best part, the reveal. So everything is nice and cool. I haven't touched anything, or I haven't peeled anything off. We still have the film on everything. So let's peel it off. Everything looks good, nice. And I do like to give shirts a second press. So I'll press it same way, but this time for 15 seconds. So I will do that after I'm done revealing the other ones. So here is the pencil pouch. So let's peel it off. Oh yeah. Ooh, looks good. All right, now for the wood. Like I said, I've never done wood before. So let's see how it worked. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because doing something that I haven't done before on camera, it's like, okay. All right, let's try it out. Let's start with the corner. Okay, it's stained. It's a success. How cool. It doesn't feel like it's gonna come off either. Wow, that is awesome. It really looks like it's in the wood. All right, so everything is repressed. I just want to give you like a really close-up look of everything, how it looks. The colors are very vibrant, and on the wood, it doesn't even feel like anything is there. So that is really amazing. It looks like it's like in the wood. Same with the pencil pouch. It feels very, very soft, and I don't know how close we can get, but you can see like the fibers of the pencil pouch, and you can really know that this is not gonna come off. It's in there. And for the shirt, the prints do feel really soft. If we look very closely, the prints look really good. The quality is amazing. I don't see any like lines or anything. Everything looks good. And also with this one, you can see the fibers of the shirt, so you can really tell that the print is inside the shirt. So I'm really happy how it came out. So there you have it, 3 projects made with the xTool Apparel Printer: a shirt, a pencil pouch, and a piece of wood. This machine is so versatile and it's so beginner friendly. If you're thinking about starting a small business or just want to make personalized items for your friends, your family, or yourself, this printer is such a good investment. If you guys are interested in this xTool Apparel Printer, I'm gonna leave a code right here. So if you use my link that's in the description below and you use this code, you're gonna get a free extra film. And also, depending when you're watching this video, from August 25th through August 29th of 2025, they are having a flash sale that you can save up to $600 per unit. So I'm gonna leave the link down in the description below so you guys can take a look at it. All right, that is it for today's video. If you guys found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. That all helps my channel grow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.